Rainy and cool day here in the city of Lagos. And I'm sure a lot of people are complaining about this weather. It's just somebody said I don't speak Yoruba, so yeah, I'm speaking Yoruba now. Your tutu is too much. The weather is too cold. But then again, I hope you will not use this opportunity to go and do what you're not supposed to do. Keep your cup hot, your duvet, intact. Alright? Welcome to the show. It's still Push Simi on Top Radio 90.9 FM. Yeah, it's a new week. And of course, today we're going to be looking at another, very interesting topic that resonates with each and every one of us. And I know that by the time we get into this whole discussion proper, you'll be able to pick one or two things from it. Because tell me who out there or who has never been, you know, has never experienced, someone, kind of just barging into your boundaries or trying to overstep their boundaries with you. It could be your friends, your family, your siblings, people who just feel like they want to trample on your space. I mean, or just want to barge into your space. And for every time you come and say, "Oh, please, I have boundaries," they look at you weird. Like, what are you talking about? What boundaries? What boundaries? What do you mean? But one thing I need you to understand, each and every one of us, we do have boundaries. And if you're out there, if you're someone who do not have boundaries, you need to start setting boundaries. And I'm sure you want to know why this should be or why we should all have boundaries. Me, as a person, I feel like if you're a very principled person and you know what you want from life, there are some things you need to set boundaries on. You don't have to be involved in everything. Not every conversation. You don't have to contribute to every conversation. You don't have to, even on social media, which of course we see nowadays, people just throw decorum, into the dustbin and just do anything they like. But today, we're going to be addressing all of that. Okay, and of course, joining me today are my wonderful interns. Of course, they're also going to be, contributing to this show, and I hope that you get to understand, learn a lot on today's show. Like I always say, as much as we're trying to share this topic, we're also learning. So together, we can actually be on the right, path, and also be better individuals. And this discussion of today is something that I want us to sit back, relax, enjoy, and also, learn from. So at the end of today's conversation, we'll have something to actually take home. When people try to trample on our space, or encroach our privacy, we kind of just, get off on the wrong foot with them, because boundaries are there for a reason. All right. But before then, let us take our first quote for today.
Boundaries are into walls. They are bridges to better relationship built on clarity and care. It's an act of self-love. It's giving yourself permission to be safe, valued, and respected.
They don't mean someone resent you. They don't mean that someone do not like you. It only simply means that they want to be respected. It means that there are some things they don't want you to, do. Some things they don't like. There's some privacy they don't want you to invade. And I feel like you as an individual should understand that and not try to invade people's privacy, especially when they have set the boundaries. Do you understand? And of course, there's a lot of time where we can sit down and be asking ourselves, what are boundaries? A lot of people will be like, okay, so why do I have the need to set boundaries? Like, what are healthy boundaries, and why is this so crucial for my mental health or emotional health? Because setting boundaries actually helps your mental health, your emotional well-being. Do you understand me? So it is important that you set those boundaries, or else a lot of things will just be flying your way. And then especially people that do not know how to say no. Everything you want to say yes to. Yes, even at your own detriment. You want to say yes. Thinking that if you say no, they will hate you. If you say no, you're a bad person. If you say no, but what you don't understand is, for every time you say yes, you are giving room for people to take advantage of you. So you need to learn to set boundaries, so people don't just, keep coming, keep taking from you, and whilst you're not getting anything. So you keep losing and you're not gaining anything in return. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like we have a lot. We're going to delve into a lot today. And of course, like I said, our interns are here to help us out on some of this, cogent questions that I'll be throwing at them today. First, we have Yano, we have come to the microphone. Deborah and Adeola. They are going to join me today. And Korede, our very own Korede, in the house. And I'm going to like engage them. And from their point of view, you get to, I'm sure you can resonate with one or two. But then let me just say that healthy boundaries are like invisible fences that define where we end and others begin. They're essential for maintaining our emotional and mental well being because they help us prioritize our needs, protect our time and energy, and build strong, respectful relationships. By setting healthy boundaries, we can reduce stress, anxiety, and feeling of burnout, and also cultivate a sense of autonomy, confidence, and self respect. These are one of the some of the reasons why we need to set boundaries. So it's not just us talking out of point. The question is, what are healthy boundaries and why are they important? Let us take it from there.
Okay, before us going to the definition,
Okay.
like we say, healthy boundary are limits and rules we set for ourselves in relationship and our day-to-day lives to protect our well-being, our values, and personal space. There are boundaries that help us define what we want and what we don't want from people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Just like what you said the other time, it's like invisible fence.
Yes.
You know, a fence surrounds a house, and it gives room to allow you, like, to tell you people to come in and to go out.
Yes.
Just like you, that's the way LT boundary is too. So you need to like set those boundaries to like tell people this is what I don't like, this is what I like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. You don't get to do this to me, you don't get to do that to me.
Yes.
And if I'm saying no, my no is no, while my yes is my yes. It gives you like this free will to do things. You'll be comfortable with yourself. You're not you'll be able to like prioritize your own self yourself.
So you don't just tolerate just about anything from
just
anybody.
anything. You don't just take anything from anybody, especially from friends and family.
Yes.
Because most families we have,
You don't know about
especially
this.
our mothers.
Straight bullets.
Yes, especially
Take
our
it
mothers.
easy.
They do like I'm not trying to like talk down our mothers now. I'm just trying to say that there's some things they do that you feel like,
Why are
mommy,
you
because
invading? Why are you invading my
you know,
privacy?
yes.
Yeah.
Like me, now, mom just enter my room sometimes. I'll be like, mommy, yes, I'm your daughter. It is your house. But then, this is my room.
This is my room, my privacy.
Don't just call
But
me
you're not
like
parents.
that. Don't just call me like that. My friends too are like, some of my friends, I have friends like that too.
Okay.
Especially one of my close friends.
Don't mention them. Okay.
That girl, that particular girl, she can do anything. And she feel like she borrow any muje. She get. But then if you set some certain boundaries and tell them that this is what I don't want, respectfully, you don't have to like be rude or harsh about it.
Yeah.
But you have to like tell them this is what I don't like, this is what I like. Please don't get to like do this with me. And why it is very important to set it is because it gives you a safe space for yourself. Like you'll be very, very safe. You feel like at least more shampoo from. Sorry, I'm saying I'm
go, feel free.
At least I can do this without anybody's interference. Do you understand? That's the main reason why it is very, very important to set boundaries.
Okay. Really on by what you said, because a lot of people don't know how our parents sometimes, they don't understand boundaries. But I'll come to that. But let me move on to Iano. The second question, like what I want to ask you is, how do you identify your limits and communicate them to others? Your own personal point of view. How do you understand your limit? Like, what are these? These are the things I don't want. I identify it. I don't want anybody using my things without my permission. I don't want anybody, just walking into my room without knocking. I don't want anybody, taking my things without telling me. Those are some things you identify that my things are off limit. My clothes are off limit. Even your siblings can't touch your things. It is not because you are stingy, right? But you are setting those boundaries for a reason, right? So how do you identify your limits, and also communicate them to your loved ones or others?
How I identify my limits, like when I take
observations about myself and I see that I don't like this particular thing, or I can't do it to somebody, so I can't expect another person to do it
to me. So it's more like do unto others what you want them to do unto you, right? Okay,
yes, and I'll communicate my boundaries respectfully.
Okay.
I'll state what I want, I don't want. If you now
Go.
I don't know.
Okay, so what if they don't come and then encroach your, they just be like, I beg you, what is it? Is it only you? What do you do?
I don't know.
No, tell me, how would you react?
I will react angrily.
Angrily?
Yes.
By talking
I'll
in a harsh
just
tone?
say it. I'll first tell them respectfully.
Okay.
If they don't answer, I'll report them.
Okay, so let me create a scenario around that. Let's say you have a friend, like a roommate, and of course, roommates in the house, they always feel like they're entitled to some of your things.
Yes.
If you're in university, you understand what I'm saying? They have this entitlement mentality around, Shimi is my friend, what is with you? And then this particular friend is always using your things, and you've communicated to her, like, babe, stay off my things. Except I give it to you, don't touch. And then she's telling you, what is the big deal? Is it not? You can use mine, no? But you now find out that whenever you try that with her, she doesn't like it. So how do you handle that?
Man, this kind of thing happened in my school. Like last semester. There's somebody in my room. She does not like giving her things out.
Okay.
But she likes taking your own. Like if you cook, she will even eat like times two of what you give her. So I noticed that at a point though, we'll be like she should bring her own so that we eat. She said no. Her mom says she should not give her.
Ew, that's exactly what you
So I did not even say anything to her. I did not even put her. I waited I kept my provision till exam period. She did not have it. So that exam time she came, she was like that. Please, can you give me? I told her my mommy said that she could not come back again.
So you have to retaliate.
Yes.
That's not nice.
I just did it peacefully. I did not fight.
Revenge is not good. So you have to plan a nice revenge. So you purposely kept those things towards the Dasakba time when she will come and beg for sugar. Korede, you want to say something?
I think same thing happened to me one time like that.
Okay.
My roommate, she's very, very selfish.
Oh no.
Yes.
Korede, you are coming for this girl there.
She did one thing one time.
You know she's listening, right?
Yeah. I want her to hear that I'm saying it. I want her to hear that I'm saying it.
Go on.
She's always like low. She would keep her money. On my own, I would always spend at the lavish. Okay. So one time like that I was hungry. I studied performing arts, so we don't have much time at home.
Okay.
This time we were in the school doing rehearsal and all
Okay.
that. So she cooked. I came back late. I was so hungry. My friend didn't give me food.
What?
Sorry, my roommate. She's not my friend. She didn't give me food. What I did? There's this my daddy's elder brother that brought food stuff for me in school.
Okay.
When he brought the food, I packaged everything and I labeled my name. Rice, korede, salt,
Pettiness.
and I told her, if you dare it,
oh my, you meant it.
You know me now. So there are some things like you don't need to take from people. If you do me wicked, I will retaliate. I'm very, very petty when it comes to
you're so big on revenge.
I'm so big on it. It's my thing.
Crazy. I'll come back to you. Let's take the next question. Look, I know this question is always something that a lot of people will be like, want to ask. And that is, what are some common challenges people face when setting boundaries?
Okay, so one of the first things that people face would be low self-esteem. So when someone wants to set boundaries, they don't even know themselves yet. So they will not be able to identify what they want exactly. And what they don't want. So all their own mindset is, I just actually want to mingle with these people. So they will just do anything and accept anything that those people bring towards them. And as you said earlier, you said something like fear. People would be afraid of, okay, if I set these boundaries, they will not be saying, you only too much. You do this, only you set boundaries. They wait me. Only you set this one. Only you talk, say, maybe not touch your perfume. But you did like that. So, like, people will be afraid to want to even say that, I don't like what you just did now. Please don't try it again.
Exactly.
They will not even be able to even set the boundary and tell themselves that, okay, Deborah, I don't like this. I don't like what that girl did. And I'm going to tell her. I'm going to stand on business.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, like, I think...
lack of self-esteem.
Yes.
Low self-esteem, right?
Yes, and the fear.
I think you're all right. It is true. what you said about, let me start with the parents. Parents not knowing boundaries. And you can't blame them per se. Because a lot of parents can be very insecure when it comes to raising children. You are never big in the presence in the face of your mothers. Let's take that away. You like be 200. If you like be, as long as they are your mother, they will still be looking for, checking you out and making sure that everything is okay. To them, that's their own way of communicating their love towards you. And making sure you're fine and making sure you're okay. I'm a mother myself, so I can tell you for a fact. The reason why your mom is doing that. Do you understand? It's not like they're encroaching on your privacy or not understanding that you need privacy, but they just feel like, oh mommy, I have to protect you. Kilo shit, I have to know. Do you understand? It's another thing. When you begin to have children, you understand. See, motherly instinct can be very funny. Imagine when have you ever experienced where you sleep in the midnight and your mother will just come touch your head and they will start praying. And you'll be like, oh, what is it? No, you know that it's for a good cause, right? It might not fit into the right timing for you because, of course, you are sleeping. But mama knows what she see for dream. And she knows what she's trying to protect. So she get what I'm saying. So sometimes they feel that's their own way of trying to shield you, with the blood of Jesus and just making sure everything is okay. Because let me tell you something, whether you don't like it, the day you wake up and you start having kids, is the day you lose your sleep. No more full night sleep for you. Yeah. From the very day you give birth to that child, you lose your full time sleep. Even to your old age. Even when you are not living under their roof, they will still worry about you. Even when you get married, they are still going to worry about you. So sometimes, yes, but the way you communicate your boundaries to them, you need to do it in a way that they will get to understand. Find other ways that they can actually use to actually, communicate to you. Mommy, if you need anything from me, why don't you just send me a message? I will let you know. And then there are a lot of people who just want to go and not, give their parents, tell them where they are going or tell anybody. That is not boundaries. That is being nonchalant. Because if you live under somebody's roof, they have every right to know where you go. Even if you can tell them, let them know your whereabouts, especially in this time and age that we find ourselves. It is important that we know what boundaries are and we also know what nonchalant is. You understand? You can't be living under your parents' roof and not expect them to be nosy sometimes, but communicate it in a very respectful manner. And we said something about your friend. I know a lot of friends who do that, especially in the university or they want to take your things, but they don't want to give it back. And I like the fact that you said it to her. Don't touch my things. I'm brother Kiko, they said something like that. But I don't like the revenge angle. No, see, they say that if someone does something to you, I do it back. You're not different from that person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You are not different. See, if I were you, what I would do in your shoe is, you want this, okay, no problem. I'll package it well, but I will be giving it to you with caution, so the next time you are coming, you think twice. I'll give it to you. This is the cup of Gary you asked for, but you know something. If you are the one someone asks for this, you will not give it. I need you to understand that it doesn't take anything from you. Will give one salmon that will go with it. So by the time she's taking one base of that guy and swallowing it,
some people do not have shame.
Do you understand? Do you know people?
Some people don't have shame. They will come back.
That is what I'm saying. So by the time they come, they back.
What are you people living with?
You don't get me. You have done your own part. So by the time they come back and you now give it to them like no, that no will hit them so hard. I'm telling you.
Can I tell you my experience?
Wait. If you start on this, you don't finish. But I will come back. Maybe after we go on the break, we can discuss that. Okay. But then that is for you. Then Deborah. So what am I calling you, Deborah? Your own part about self-esteem. A lot of people do suffer that. There's some of the people that are so big on validation.
Yeah.
They want people to validate them. So they will do just about anything to have people in their good book.
Phummie Mo.
Thank you. They want to be able to be in their good book, so they will do just about anything. Any small thing. Do you want this is it? Do you want this? They want to give it. No, you're only cheapening yourself. Let me use that word, cheap. Because they will look down on you. And then what the painful part is, you might be doing it from the place of kindness. Yeah. But the way they will not, the next time they are going to introduce you to some other friends, you not like it. They'll be like, that girl, don't worry, she will do it. You will feel bad, but at the end of the day, you're the one that started it. You give them the room to do that because you didn't set boundaries. Do you get my point? So boundaries are very, very important for us as individuals. If you want to be respected, if you want people to actually see you as something of worth, you need to set boundaries? Well, setting boundaries, we just talked about, understanding, healthy relationships, what are those ways at which you can actually, set boundaries, what are healthy relationships before the break. And now we want to go into, understanding, setting boundaries in relationship. I know a lot of us do not know how to set boundaries in a relationship because we are afraid of losing our loved ones, because we don't want to lose people that are already in our corner. And I understand that because they are close to us, we try to want to thread carefully or walk on eggshells around them. But then you know that what they are doing to you hurts you. You know you do not like it. You know that them just, trampling on your boundaries is something you cannot tolerate. But you do want to talk. And my question is why? How long are you going to, condole that for? It is important for you to set boundaries, even in relationships. And when we talk about relationship, we don't mean boyfriend girlfriend relationship. We mean your friends, your family, even in your boyfriend girlfriend relationship. There are boundaries, and I'm going to delve into that now. And I'm sure you are all ready to listen. So now the first question I'm going straight to at Corday. Corday, stop looking at me like that. The question is, how do you set healthy boundaries with family members and friends? I know you mentioned about your mom the other time, but I'm just talking about generally in terms of your siblings and of course your friend. And so please stop bashing your friend. Go on.
Okay, it can actually be challenging
Mm-hmm.
because these are people you love, you care
Yeah.
about. So now trying to like tell them, ah, don't do this. I don't like this. It can be challenging because you don't want to be rude,
Yeah.
especially to your parents when you're trying to like talk to your family members and all. There's a saying that says, I have right to protect my peace,
Yes.
energy and heart. Saying no is unkind, it's honest.
Mm-hmm.
My my peace matters too.
It matters.
So in that process, you have to be very, very clear and not harsh.
Understand.
Yes. When you're telling them that, I don't like this thing you're doing, there's a way you talk to me that would no that is not comfortable with me.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying it to them, you don't have to be rude about it. Let's say, mommy, what you are doing sometimes I don't
No,
really
use
like it.
siblings now.
Okay,
Leave
let's see my
mommy.
younger ones. Let's see my younger ones.
Okay.
Alpha.
Because I know a lot of younger ones actually trample on you. Do you know they feel so entitled to you that they can just, hey, what's the big deal?
I don't have such.
That was shit. No.
The ones I know
That's not
I have issues with is my older
Sibling, okay, because go on.
They're always fighting about it all the time. Sometimes I would want to tell her that, Auntie me, don't do this. Ko Pamela Ramu. But she'd be like, I am your older sister. But about me,
I know.
we start fighting. But sometimes, I know if I go to her sometimes, when she's
Calm.
cool, I will be like, you're going, what you're doing, I don't really like it. I'm trying to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I'm trying to like let her know that this is what you do that I don't like. But I'm saying it in a respectful way. So sometimes she would reason with me, and sometimes we change it for each other.
Hey, God have mercy. So you check. What about your younger siblings?
I don't have issues with those.
So you don't, because you know that you don't try it.
I'm their mommy.
Okay, thank you.
I'm their mommy.
Let's move on. Okay, but you want to say something?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
So, I'm the only girl, right?
You okay?
Amongst like 3 boys.
Aha. I
So
can
like
imagine.
you can imagine.
I can imagine.
How brutal they can be sometimes.
And boys
So
can be brutal.
yes, so like sometimes I'll just, like I said, I'll just change it, see.
For them.
But I can see me, I don't like it too. And you shouting at somebody in the public.
You're mentioning
You
your
don't know
brother's
that.
name. You go ahead.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You're not like, you to be shouting, you to be shouting too. Doesn't that wanted to be seen? That it was not even funny, but at the end of the day, I just, when you let it out, it's like one heavy weight just
okay.
And since money you be doing, that's not your first time. You don't.
So there's
I'm
always
proud of
a whole lot
myself.
of argument amongst you
No,
guys.
it's not that we argue, but it's just that sometimes you want to control yourself because like they're older. So you, even when they do it, sometimes just like,
but there's a limit to what you can swallow, though.
yeah. So that time when you now bust out, you now be like,
you not calm down like
I don't like it.
I think I get you right there. So, but let's move to the second question. So, what are the some strategies for maintaining boundaries in relationship, a romantic relationship? When it's a boyfriend girlfriend thing. I know some of you will say, that is a lie. You do. How do a romantic relationship where you have, let me put this scenario, you have a boyfriend and he doesn't know boundaries in terms of, they like, there's some guys that like TLC. They don't know when whether they're outside or they don't want to do in crowd. They don't want to just doing the whole becking and this. I'm like, what is it? I don't like all of this. To them, that might be their own love language.
Yeah.
But for you, you don't want that. Like you can do this inside. What's all this? But then again, how do you communicate it to him? Or maybe let's read another scenario. For those who are in a very, very serious relationship, maybe you have a partner that just like to mess things around. They just pull off clothes and throw it here. They just do this. And you are the neat type. How do you communicate it to them and let them know that, babe, I like you, but this I cannot take, so that it doesn't escalate into a big fight? What?
You have open conversations with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you try to talk things out and listen to whatever opinion that they will give. But you say it gently. And you also let them know. You also let them know if they need space or not. Like if they cannot cope with you.
Okay.
You have to ask. You cannot just keep it in your mind.
Okay.
Especially for example now, your boyfriend is the kind of person that uses your brush or your
That one
man, won't you tell him that? And some guys will feel that there's no big deal in it.
And there's some guys who don't even know which skincare. There are some guys, girls are so particular about our skincare things.
Yes.
The cream. Some guys will be like, this cream, let me just use it. They just want to waste this. And the way they will waste it for you.
And there are some
or your
guys
soap or your things like that.
They'll feel that they can just shout at you.
Yeah,
outside.
that one.
But they'll feel that maybe they're telling you in a right way. Or they are right.
I think that one is very, very common.
You
Like,
just
guys,
be outside and they'll shout that. Are you alright?
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
in public.
I wasn't even thinking in line of that.
You just tell them that you don't like. I don't like
being addressed.
If you want space, you can. Let's just have space.
Wow, that's true. Cody, you seem like you want to say something again. Please.
She said something about your boyfriend shouting at her.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way you present yourself.
Okay.
I would say that. No, I would say that it's the way you present yourself. Because no guy will walk up to me now as my boyfriend. I'll tell me and start shouting at me outside. You don't.
You don't, like, mama.
It's not about. I'm not. No. It's not about that. No, Nibiraga. It's not pride. It's not
I
pride.
know.
It's not pride.
Okay. So what is it?
Have you seen me? I'm short. I know. But have you seen my kind of person?
Yeah.
Why would you want to talk to me outside and you start shouting?
Okay, I get you. I think I get you. I get you. It's the confidence that comes with your personality. So there's some things you don't take. You listen to your logic. Your people will say that. So it's the way I present myself to you that will give you that audacity to want to look me and shout at me like, are you... Is everything okay? That kind of thing. So I get you. Really. But let's quickly move on to the third question round, Deborah. What are some consequences of not setting healthy boundaries?
Disrespect.
Okay.
So when finish, like when they said now the person will be shouting at you in public. What do you mean by that? Why shouting at me? They will say, "Well, mommy will feel by me say hello. Why are you shouting at me? What do you mean by that?" So like, as she said, currently, she said that it's the way you put yourself out there. And on a normal day, people are not always wanting to set the boundaries.
Okay.
So by the time you don't set it, they don't see you, they don't know you, they
just
don't care about what you want. So whatever you see that you get, whatever you put out, that's what you get.
Okay. I think another one I want to ask again is, how do you handle situations where others push against your boundaries?
We have to actually give benefit of doubt to some people. So sometimes when people bust out or probably they just encroach on your boundaries, maybe you should try to let them go the first time. Maybe because they are experiencing some kind of emotional issues. Maybe for instance, now you were talking to someone and then the person is just reacting to you like, or the person shouts at you, or the person just gives you this attitude and I'm like, okay. And then the next time person tries it, you're like, See, alaye.
I like that.
You did
Oh my
this.
God.
You did this last week.
Last week I let it
I let
slide.
it slide. This
Don't bring
time,
it again.
please.
You
I
know
don't
it's
like
Gen Zs.
it.
I love them.
I don't like it. And it's not that you now come and say, of course, you not say alaye. I'm just joking. Oh. But like, of course, cannot tell your
But you
mommy
don't like the
alaye.
way you came out like
You
alive,
can't
which
tell
is
your mommy
actually true.
alaye. You just tell
Because
that.
when you're in the heat of the anger,
Yeah.
you know that word that come out of like, oh,
You just
don't
be
try
like-
to be with you.
It's just like, so please, you did this thing last week. You took my perfume and you did not return it. I'm not.
Or
I
you
don't.
press it,
I don't even. I don't even have a problem with you using the perfume. I just want you to return it back to where you met it. It's not that you should take it and then I'll be looking for what I bought in my
own
money.
money.
Please, something like that would. And there wasn't a time I told my friend this, and then she now kept it. Then one other
She was
time,
keeping malice with you.
no, she didn't even keep malice with me. There was no other time I was now complaining to her that somebody borrowed something and then she has not returned it. And she's like, tell the person. But when you want to tell the person, don't tell the person like you told me. So yeah, very funny. Oh. I was not asking her that, okay, how did I say it? She said, I can't remember. But those are okay, how do you now want me to know that the way I will tell the person and the person will not like it?
That's it.
Like it was just, but when you want to tell the person, please don't say a lie. You just
But you know
tell
what
the person.
I think I buy
Except
what-
if it's Agbero. I didn't even give me my change. I didn't know your face since last week. You didn't give me my change.
I get it. I
Give
get
my
it. Now
change.
let me tell you this. See, there's some things that come out of us during the heat of anger. It's not like we mean it.
Yeah.
You know, but then in the circumstance or situation at that time, we just bring out the worst side of you, and it's not something that we have control over. You know, it doesn't matter even if you are the get inside person. There's a level of madness in each and every one of us that kind of just burst out at the time we least expect it, especially when people are pushing us too hard. So sometimes that like can actually come. Me, I can say that I can even say something worse. Yeah, but what I would not like is, like you said, communicate it respectfully. And if they still persist, there's a way you want to say it sternly. Be stern. Like, I'm saying this and I mean it. I don't want to do it back to you so you don't feel like it's a revenge, but please respect my boundaries. I think it's very, very important that we all set those boundaries and make sure people actually fall in line with it. Do you understand me? And of course, your siblings. I know sisters that are brothers that will just come and just take it. She is my brother's one, let me take it. She is my sister's one, let me take it. And it might just be something you are reserving for. I mean, you know what is even baffling me? They will not go for the old ones. Oh. It's those new things that you have bought that you want to reserve for the rainy day. That is the one that will enter their eye. And before you tell it, they will just take it. And that thing can be so annoying. They think it's love, they think they're entitled. But sometimes it's going beyond boundaries and it is totally, totally wrong. How do you prioritize your own needs and desires when setting boundaries?
Okay, so I feel like the first thing you should know is that self care is not selfish. Okay? You should understand that your own self care is your number one priority. Because I remember one time like this in my secondary school days, I was so naive. Like, I wanted everyone to think that, okay, you can come and meet me, I'm available and I can help you, I can be your friend. But I was just, I don't know, maybe I was desperate for friends or
At
something
the
like
time.
that. Because, it was GS1 time, I just wanted to like make friends and maybe be popular a bit. But people now saw it as an advantage and they, they started taking advantage of me. They started seeing me as some kind of yes man, and I now learned that being a yes man does not make you a respected man at all.
Yes, sir.
So people will now come at my most uncomfortable moments. Like, they'll just come and meet me when I'm very, very like very busy. And they just be like, yo, Alpha Diola, please can you help us with this, or can you like give me some of your provisions, or can you just lend me money?
So they keep taking from you all the time.
Well, something like that, yeah. But I now because of that, now I just wanted to like, okay, let me just try and help the person out. I wanted to be nice. I wanted everybody to see me as a good person. But people now started taking advantage of me, and it now got to a point like in GS3, they would just come to me and then I just be like, you know what, bro, right now I'm tired and I really need to reflect on myself, because it was so weird for me during those times in junior secondary school. Then senior secondary school, it now started becoming very easy for me. Started to say no, started to stand my ground, and I was like able to keep close friends that could understand
really,
me,
really okay. I
that,
think I get your
really
point.
get me.
I get your point there, because another thing that I need you to understand is, if you are a yes person, when you say yes to everybody all the time, you need to understand this. It will get to a point where you now say no. You see, if you have done that 1,000 thing that is good, that one no will cancel everything, and they will see you as a bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is because you'd never really set boundaries from the beginning. You are like a doormat to them that they can just trample on.
Yeah.
So it is not a bad thing to say no. And as a matter of fact, I will say to people, be yourself 101%. If they will accept you for who you are, they will accept you. If they don't want to, they can go. But don't always want to be at people's good book and just want to say yes, yes, yes to them. They will take advantage, and they will know in themselves that they're taking advantage of you. But it would have been too late. By the time you now say you want to caution it, you want them to stop, they will not begin to paint you as a bad person. Some will even use it to spite you. You know, they will even make jest of it. I don't be you. Is it not you that are doing those jests? You know how you used to do them now. Even though now you're a different person. And I know how people can actually use that to bully you. A lot of children are going through that right now. You know, you get to a stage, and of course, it's not like it was bad that you were trying to be nice. You know, it depends on the background you're from. You are coming from a home where everybody taught you to be polite, to be respectful, to give and share. You're just being you because that is the background you're coming from. But some children, they weren't raised like that. They were raised to be takers. They just want to take. They don't give. So when they see somebody that has your own, you know, nature, they want to take advantage of it. So, but then it's not advisable that you want to be yes man or yes woman to everybody. Set boundaries. Make sure you set boundaries. It is very, very important. Now, last but not the least question, and I'm throwing this out to anyone, you know, just once quickly. And it says, what are some consequences of not setting healthy boundaries? I think you mentioned that. Not having, you know, self-esteem. You need to know that this is me, this is what I stand for. If you don't, people will trample on you, they will disrespect you, they will insult you. If you are the kind of person that always say yes, yes to people, you cannot, don't love other people more than you love yourself. Do you understand? Don't love other people. Don't be good to other people at your own detriment. I've seen people give out their last kobo just because they want to please other people. No, don't be people pleasers. Because you can never please people enough. No matter what you do, they will still have something to say. So please, I beg you, know this and be free. You cannot please everybody. Do you understand me? You cannot please everybody. And on last note, I want to say, identifying your limits starts with self-awareness. Be aware of who you are. Take time to reflect on what you are comfortable with, and that drains your energy. Things you know that this one, if I do it, it drains my energy. I can't continue to be a good person all the time. Give me a chance to lash out. That's what you say to your brothers. You respect them does not mean they should encroach on your privacy. You need to make that clear, and they will respect you henceforth. Do you understand? And once you are clear on your boundaries, communicate them assertively and respectfully. Let them know this is it. It's not like I'm being rude, but this is what I'm comfortable in. If you have your own boundaries, to let me know. So we respect ourselves, because respect is what? Reciprocal. Do you understand me? I want to believe that this setting boundaries and other boundaries is a journey. People don't get it at once. Don't expect that once you tell them, like your friends do, they will quickly get it. You need to continually communicate it and put actions to it. Don't just see it by words. Put actions to it. Actions meaning, please don't touch this. If you see them taking it, you can snatch it away from them and keep it aside. I've told you, don't do this. They will gradually get it. They might not get it for the first time. They will fall in line. All right? As soon as you go on. As you go on. Do you understand? As they go, they will fall in line. But don't put yourself at the point where people can just do anything they like to you and get away with it. No, don't do that. Be self-confident, know who you are, and stand for what is right. That's good for you, for your mental health and for your well-being. All right? That's all we have for you today. I hope you've been able to learn a whole lot. And of course, we're going to come in again next week to discuss a new topic. I'm not going to tell you just yet. So you might want to stay tuned with us and tune in from 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. Thursdays here on Top Radio 90.9 FM. It's still Push with Simi, and it's always on Top Radio 90.9 FM. Thank you so much for joining us today. And of course, we'll see you again next week. Bye for now.